Thank you for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. And please look up Layton Hills Baptist Church. Layton Hills Baptist Church has a Facebook and a YouTube, and they have very similar content. That's where I'm a member. That's where I serve. That's my local church family. And so if you could support them, I would greatly appreciate it. This is Genesis chapter 5. And Genesis chapter 5 is often titled The Descendants of Adam. And there's a lot of names in there and long lifespans. And when I read Genesis chapter 5 devotionally in the morning, what jumps out to me is, the two guys, really the three. Enoch jumps out, Methuselah, that's hard to say, Enoch, Methuselah, and then the chapter ends with a reference to Noah and his 3 sons. Enoch is fantastic, right? Verse 24 is always highlighted in my Bibles. Verse 24 says this in the New American Standard. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. The idea is that Enoch ascended up into heaven like Elijah and the chariot that swooped down and picks him up. I love thinking about how Enoch is spending time with God relationally. They're just walking together, and at some point, it's time to go home, and God's like, Enoch, we're closer to my house than yours. Why don't you just stay with me? And Enoch goes with him. That's the story that's created in my head when I read about Enoch. And then, of course, you've got Methuselah. And the word Methuselah, the name Methuselah, means javelin man. Isn't that cool? He's a javelin man. So does that mean he's a warrior? He's a soldier? A javelin? That's totally cool to me. And of course, he's the longest lived person in the Bible. His years are stated in verse 27, 969 years, and he died. The questions of Genesis chapter 5 is all about these long lifespans. Is this really 900 years? Did they count years different? So 969 years is really somebody who's 115. And the answer is that the language is specific enough that it's actually referring to the number 969 annual cycles. So it is a year. So then how do you explain long life? And that's a huge question. Tell me in the comments below how you answer the question about the long-lived people before the flood in the book of Genesis. I want to know how you answer that question. Thank you.